Hey, this is Darren from Old Forge Brewing Company, and I made a new Nitro Irish Stout. This stout is called Irish Cream Stout, and it's called that because it's inspired by the Irish cream liqueur. Now, it doesn't have any Irish cream in it, but what I did is I started with a dry Irish stout base, and then I added a little bit of lactose, a little bit of chocolate, and a little bit of vanilla to build those flavors in. And then we put it on nitro to really give it that creamy flavor. So let's give it a try. All right, so the first thing I noticed from it is obviously this nice big rocky cap of foam on top, tan foam. A little bit of cascade in there, obviously, from the nitro. So aroma, it's definitely Irish Stout first. Little bit of creaminess in there. I think that's probably the combination of the lactose and the vanilla. Just like the slightest hint of chocolate, but it's kind of a background note, which I think is really, really good. Yeah. Oh man, super creamy, which is crazy because it's just, like I said, lactose, vanilla on top of a dry Irish stout. So there's no actual cream added to it. So there's no fat in there, which is why it has that nice big rocky cap of foam on there. But the combination of the nitrogen, the lactose, vanilla, gives it that perception of like a really creamy beverage. And it's really interesting because it's just a beer with just lactose, just vanilla, put on nitro. There's no cream in it, but it really has that flavor. That's like the first component I get from it. A little bit of chocolate in the middle. It doesn't hit you at first, but it kind of hits you a little bit later on. And then it's just like this nice smooth chocolate flavor. And then as it fades out, it blends really nicely with the creaminess. Man, that is phenomenal. Yeah, it's a really well balanced beer. And it's a beer first. You know, I feel like I say this a lot, but I just want to reiterate the fact that when we're doing these beers that are inspired by desserts or inspired in this case by a beverage, a liqueur, I'm not trying to make an exact version of that. I'm trying to make a beer inspired by that with those flavors layered on top of a beer. So this is a beer first, just like all of our other beers are, with just little additions of those flavors to give it some complexity, to make it, you know, a little more interesting, to make you think, hey, yeah, this has notes of, in this case, an Irish cream liqueur, but it's still a beer. And I think that's what I love about the way we do our flavored beers here is it's beer first and it's all that other stuff second. So this is still a really good, clean, well-made dry Irish stout, but then, you know, you add those other flavors on top of that and it just increases complexity, makes it really super drinkable. This is gonna be a great beer, you know, any time of the day. We're gonna have a brunch for St. Patrick's Day, so this will be perfect for that. Yeah, so here it is. Irish Cream Stout on tap for the first time ever this week. come on in and try it. Thank you very much.